What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. There has been a lot of effing around the last 4 or 5 years, I think, if we're being honest with ourselves. And now it's about to have a lot of finding out. And, well, fortunately for us and unfortunately for them, the way we're finding out is studios are getting completely shuttered. Their games are getting refunded, the studios are getting shut down, the employees are getting laid off or sent to other studios, satellite studios inside the company. It's happened to a lot of them. Just earlier in the year, in July, we saw Mortal Kombat and Injustice developers NetherRealm shutting down their mobile teams. They had to lay off a bunch of people, and we have seen the well, let's just say the cold reception to Mortal Kombat 1, the least of which helps are the Sweet Baby Ink connections and the gender and race swapping of Sector and Cyrax. We saw that we were the first. We got rumors that there would be no DLC, and it made sense when you look at the peak all time and in the last 24 hours for Mortal Kombat 1, only 38,000 and 2,000 people in the last 24 hours, compared to a Mortal Kombat 11, which is years older and still has, if not the same, then more people in the peak 24 hours. So I mean, you would think it would be a much different standard, and also if you look, it's in a downward trend for Mortal Kombat. Now, this was a couple months ago when we got the first rumor that the DLC was being canceled, which we've also seen with Dragon Age, no DLC, and Spider-Man 2, no DLC. And here's another person coming out and saying that, yeah, there are no DLC plans for Mortal Kombat 1, and that is straight up because of poor sales and the steep drop off, meaning people might have bought it and played it originally, but they've not done it recently. And so the first one was Fate Unknown. They said Combat Pack 3 and the second story expansion were planned, all canceled recently. No more characters after Combat Pack 2. Cameo or two might make it since there has been work done on them, but I don't know yet. Thanks for and then someone just said, any idea why it got canceled? And it says Chaos Reigns sold poorly, and so that was one of the first packs for it. So who knows? It was the Chaos Reigns expansion sold poorly, and that is why. So people might have played it originally, but they weren't there for the expansion. And then here's the new one. So this is also from X. The Tiny wrote, since my wording was confusing, here's an alternate way of explaining it. Fate and another insider are saying KP3 is canceled, but they both have a different DLC list. This means that someone at NRS, NetherRealm Studios, is giving employees wrong information. So there's a chance that the Combat Pack 3 is not canceled. We have one more insider left who hasn't spoken about this yet. It's Joe Ever. The final insider has reached out and said that she also heard, so this is the next one, she also heard that there's no more content after Terminator, with a possibility of finishing what they originally had lined up last year. Her KP3 list was also different. I have officially no hope left. So there you go. That's if there was an insider, they basically just confirmed that it's not happening. And you can see this is the more recent ones. Mortal Kombat says, but the expansion released, they saw a slight bump up to 5 in September, but then it very quickly went back down to the 2000s. And even Warner Brothers Discovery recently, I mean, the game's revenue declined 31%, primarily driven by and yeah, they always couch it in corpo speak. Primarily driven by the better performance of the prior year slate, mainly Mortal Kombat 1, compared to the current year slate, which was shite. So yeah, that expansion pack just didn't give them the juice that they wanted, and now that's it. That being said, Mortal Kombat is still, even if they admit that it's substantially underperforming, when asked, what their assets were, he says we have 4 strong and profitable game franchises with loyal global fans: Hogwarts Legacy, and well, that is still super important. maybe even more so considering the casting news associated with the HBO Max show. Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, God help with Game of Thrones, and DC in particular, Batman. And we, of course, have heard that they are possibly looking to continue the Arkhamverse series with Roger Craig Smith as Batman and Troy Baker as Joker. This would just be told in an earlier timeline, but still the Arkhamverse, which Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League did, all but destroyed it. Let me know what you think. I mean, I just bought it. I'm still playing Mortal Kombat 11, and I have no plans to purchase Mortal Kombat 1. Let me know what you think, though. Some people say Mortal Kombat 11 is woke, so I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far, but maybe that's just because Sonya Blade has been grandfathered in. Either way, be sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And get over here.
Well, bye.